This morning, we want to bring in Grammy-nominated singer-songwriter Carnie Wilson, founding member of the beloved pop trio group Wilson Phillips. I love that song and the group. Beyond her powerful legacy that defined the 90s, of course, Carnie has become an outspoken and a powerful advocate for mental health awareness. And joining her this morning is Dr. Greg Mattingly to talk about a related movement disorder. Good morning, you two. Thanks for taking the time to join us here in the Charlotte area.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Fine, thank you. Carney, let me start with you because we know your music and your art has also segued and you've been an outspoken advocate for mental health awareness. What inspired to take your story publicly?
I really think it's about me suffering from depression and anxiety for basically my whole life. And my whole life has been in the public eye, sort of in that fishbowl, and I've always connected with people. I think it started with music, and now there's a beautiful new campaign called Connecting with Carney. I partner with Carney Biosciences as a paid spokesperson to raise awareness about mental health and TD, or tardive dyskinesia, a movement disorder associated with taking certain mental health medications. So the purpose of this campaign is, first of all, there's a website, connectingwithcarney.com, where people can go to get information about TD, but also to see me interview patients that are living with TD, express to me how they were in hiding, shame, feeling shame surrounding these movements that were uncontrolled. Their movements of their face, their tongue, their eyes, their fingers, their torsos, and a woman named Allison, who was a famous DJ, an actress who just became more withdrawn, kicking her husband so violently in bed that they couldn't sleep, and just that shame involved. So erasing the stigma is one thing, but also to encourage people to seek diagnosis and get help. And Dr. Mattingly can really speak more about TD. I do not have TD myself, but I do know that just that feeling of the shame of having somebody judge you for something physically really resonates with me.
Yeah, absolutely. Doctor, explain TD, why it happens when people are seeking help and, such as medication to deal with mental health issues or concerns that they might have for themselves. They're taking this medication and now getting into a different, disorder.
You know, Jane, I think we all know that mental health does not discriminate. You can be a doctor, a lawyer, a teacher, a university student, and we probably all know somebody who struggled with depression, bipolar, anxiety, or maybe had a condition such as schizophrenia. Many of our common mental health medications can cause an unwanted side effect called tardive dyskinesia. It's an abnormal, involuntary movement that can affect any body part, quite often involving your lips and tongue, your eyes where there's abnormal blinking, your fingers and hands where they're moving in ways they didn't used to move, maybe your feet or legs where your feet are moving at night. And as Carney said, I can't keep my feet still at night. I'd encourage anyone out there to pause before you go see your clinician and look in the mirror. Do you notice something that didn't used to be there? Do you notice something in your lips and tongue? Do you notice something in your eyes, your fingers, your feet? And if you see something, say something. That's where we're proud to partner with Carney Biosciences to be paid representatives and to talk about their treatment in Ingrezza, which is still the #1 treatment in the United States. It was the first one approved by the FDA to offer hope for individuals living with tardive dyskinesia. As with any medicine, it can have side effects, the most common being sleepiness and tiredness. But this is a medicine that's been very successful for improving the lives of a number of my patients living with tardive dyskinesia.
And I don't know if we mentioned before, but there are 800,000 Americans that have TD, and 60% of those people don't know they have it. So I've learned so much about this disorder and that there is hope, and that's the message. I love connecting with people, and I know you do too. We want to make a difference, and I think the more open we are about it, the better we're going to be. And I'm just so proud of the advocates. These patients are so willing to be vulnerable and open up about what they've been through, and I think that it's going to have that ripple effect So that's my prayer, that we can erase the stigma around mental health, we can raise awareness around about TD, and people will seek treatment and get help.
Yeah, speaking of hope, Carney, your relationship with your daughter has evolved over the years, and again, your platform and what you can do in your role. How has your relationship with the public and with discussion more open out there on social media even, how has that evolved over the years for you?
You know, I can't keep quiet. That's me every day in my house even. I'm very loud and very vocal. And I think it's just what I was born to do. I'm born to connect with people. So the fact that it's called Connecting with Carney is so appropriate. And my daughters, both, we all kind of suffer from sort of a low-grade depression and anxiety. My husband too. It's in both sides of my mom and dad's family. And you know, I think the whole point is that we don't want to suffer in silence. We don't have to suffer in silence. Many people are afraid. They're just afraid to be honest about how they're feeling, what's happening. And TD it's physical. It's a physical condition. So people notice. And I want to say to them, you don't have to suffer in silence, and that there is help. So that's the whole point of this campaign.
For someone who might be watching, struggling with their own, whether it's mental health awareness or even some of these movements and symptoms that you described, Dr. Ann Carney, really, what is your message besides there is hope moving forward? What's your message this morning?
Yeah, the message is, once again, mental health does not discriminate. We're trying to break down stigma, break down those barriers, and offer hope to patients. And then I'll end with, once again, connectingwithcarney.com. It's the real lives of real people just like us that Carney interviews, talking about their journey. And if you see something, say something. Don't be ashamed to come into your clinician and say, hey, listen, I've noticed something that is really embarrassing to talk about. Could there be help out there?
It is time to speak up for yourself. It is time, and to not be ashamed. I'm here for you.
Thank you, you two. Thank you for sharing. And Carney would be remiss without offering our condolences on the passing of your father as well. Just another difficult year. So thank you. Thank you for sharing and your compassion and letting that message out. We will make sure our viewers know as well. Appreciate your time.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, take care. Carnie Wilson and Dr. Greg Mattingly talking about mental health awareness and some of these medications that might be kind of an offshoot, something that we haven't thought about, but maybe you have been dealing with and are questioning what's going on with my involuntary movements. So we'll have information on that here on our website and bringing to light this disorder of movements and involuntary movements here, TD, tardive dyskinesia. Wow, I've learned something new myself.